Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Ernest Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. A massive SEC showdown in the final year of the SEC being on CBS is between the Alabama Crimson Tide traveling on the road to the Texas A&M Aggies. Alabama has had issues playing against Texas A&M the last 2 years. 2 years ago, they lost at Kyle Field on a walk-off field goal, and last year they did beat Texas A&M at home, but they only won because they stopped Texas A&M from converting a potential game-winning two-point conversion, and Alabama survived at home. But me and WillND preview and predict whether we think that Alabama will win their second game in a row versus Texas A&M and keep their college football playoff and SEC championship hopes alive, or whether we think that Texas A&M will upset the Alabama Crimson Tide for the second straight time at Kyle Field.
Can Texas A&M do it again at home without Connor Wegman? Can Max Johnson do it? Or will the Tide keep rolling in their new momentum?
Even though Texas A&M is not ranked, this is a dangerous game for Alabama. And even though Texas A&M is not ranked, the ratings for this game are going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of people watching this game because people know what has happened the last 2 years, that Alabama has faced Texas A&M. 2 years ago, they lost on a field goal at the end in Kyle Field. Last year, A&M was a two-point conversion away from beating Alabama at home. So A&M always gives Alabama their best crack. Problem, though, for Texas A&M, Connor Wegman is hurt, and he's not available. Max Johnson, though, is in, and he was solid at LSU. He is a bit turnover-prone, but he is a capable quarterback. And Alabama still has a lot of question marks. Their defense is look good and is probably a big reason why, a lot more people are having faith in them, as well as the improved play calling for Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe, they're doing more of the option. They're having to run the football more, and they're not having to put the ball in harm's way as much. So all around, since that Texas loss, Alabama, and after the debacle at South Florida, and they put Milroe back in, Alabama has looked better on offense, even though Milroe is not ripping up the road with the stats. They just look better, though, on offense. The run game's even doing better. The O-line's blocking better. Alabama just looks better. But A&M is still a good team with a lot of talent. They're 4-1 with their only loss at Miami, who's been legitimately a good team this year. And again, with Max Johnson at quarterback, I do trust his ability to lead this A&M team to some success in this game and some offensive touchdowns. And it's at Kyle Field. But I will say that the thing that's keeping me from picking Texas A&M is the fact when Alabama played at Texas A&M 2 years ago, it was at night. And I understand it's at night versus during the day is a dumb argument because it's still going to be an insane road environment. It's going to be absolutely insane. Kyle Field, the crowd, the 12th man, they're going to be loud just like they were 2 years ago. But there's something to me, though, when it's at night, it does add just a little bit, even if that is not actually a factor, if people don't legitimately think that's a factor. I think Alabama's still the better team. They could lose this game for sure, but I'm going to go with Alabama to beat Texas A&M 31-28.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think Bobby Petrino's play calling will be the difference, and I'm going to go with Texas A&M to win 31-24. I don't trust Jalen Milroe, man. I mean, they're both turnover prone, but I think Max Johnson's the more veteran quarterback, and I think he'll make less mistakes.
I mean, you could be right. I definitely can see A&M winning, and I flip-flop a lot on this game. I thought that in my mind A&M is going to do it again just like they did 2 years ago at times. But I think that Alabama, they're not going to want to throw away the season. They have one loss. They have a lot to play for. And I know A&M does as well. But I just think that Alabama's going to pull out. Could be completely wrong. It's going to be a great game. Could go either way. I can definitely see A&M winning. Like Jackson said, College Station has me nervous as a Bama fan. 100% agree. I mean, like I said, I watched the game 2 years ago, and there was a lot of heartbreak when that field goal went in for Bama fans. And it could happen again, but I think Alabama's going to win. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below whether you think that the Crimson Tide or the Aggies will win this big SEC West matchup and why, and what you think about me and WillND's pick for this game. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I will see you next time.